Is this Necas a pain in the ass? Because
I don't know. Where are these leaks coming from that apparently he's not thrilled in Colorado? And maybe that's way off base, but we knew he wasn't happy in Carolina. The dad was the squeaky wheel a year ago.
Yeah. Where is this guy going to be happy? How about play better? I mean, he's a hell of a player. I will say that. But, I don't know what will make this guy happy. Like, I think sometimes if you just said it, if the dad is involved, that's a package I don't want.
Yeah.
Because it's a pain in the ass. Like, you're going, now you got the player and the kid, and the dad's probably telling the kid he's the greatest player. You're better than McKinnon. You're better than McKinnon, son. You're like stuff like that. Like, knock it off. Get out of, you know what? I would tell the kid, Necas, grow up. Tell your dad to sit in the stands and watch you play hockey.
That's what the Medicine Hat Tigers had to say to Rhett's son.
Yelling at me.
Like, I could see, well, no, Rhett, you're the exact opposite. I don't see you climbing the glass and yelling at people.
That is more of a problem nowadays than we would know about.
100%. And I'll even go a step further, because now it's the wives and the girlfriends, the WAGs or whatever they're called, the WAGs. Did you see the article the other day of Lauren McDavid and the WAGs in Edmonton and all? They all wear team coats and everything. The last thing I would want to do if I had a girlfriend and bring her to the game is have her identify that she was my girlfriend. If I'm not playing well, somebody's going to give her heck and approach her and stuff. Like, all it is drawing attention to people going, and the kids are in the glass and warm up and it's insanity. Like, I get now there's a package that comes with players, but like, to me, there should be a layer. These guys never get privacy. Why would you want to open a can of worms to open your private life even more?
And it's odd because there's a lot of things they do to get privacy, but then they'll go out and do something like that, and high-fiving their kid through the glass. And it's like, well, you've just eliminated all your private. Like, I get it. It's a heartfelt thing, but
it's weird. I'm sounding like a curmudgeon old man, and I'm not trying to. I'm trying to look at it through the lens of today. But like you just said, Rhett, you can't have the best of both worlds. You can't go, leave me alone. We want our privacy. But, in our life, we want to do this, and just leave us alone if we want, if I'm going to walk around with a jacket on, or if I'm going to be right front and center, you've got to accept what comes with front and center. If you want to be private, like, I think of a lot of guys that we played with, Red, or even guys like near the end of my career that I played with who were quite private people. Jay Bouwmeester comes to mind. Bo just played hockey and was really good at it, really good. But, like, you never knew. I knew his dad, Dan, from Edmonton, but, like, you didn't know his wife. Like,
his wife worked in a clinic. I walked in there, and she's like, "Oh, hi, Rhett." Yeah. Oh, hi.
But that's the thing. Like, you didn't know about people's lives. Like, you didn't. And I get social media has really brought that to the forefront. But now I would see the guys that I played with. I don't think their wives were like, hey, I need to be front and center too. Like, Kara Ginla could have been like, Jerome McGinley's wife could have been like that, but she was involved in charity. She was great in the wives' room. She was just a great citizen, just like Jerome. But it wasn't like, look at me, everybody. I need some attention.
Sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt you, but I've gone as far as saying, I actually believe this, and it doesn't matter. If you want to get McDavid out of Edmonton, you go to Mama Bear. And you go, come open a shop down in Toronto or wherever, New York. Like,
that was just an example. I'm not.
I know, but I've said it, and I believe it. If you want
that Lauren McDavid, because I think what they are is invested in Edmonton. I think she's, small business owner, wants to do that. I respect that. What I'm saying is that there's articles in the paper about it. There's more attention on now the unit of a player. When they're very private, and a lot of times they want privacy, but yet here's more publication. Here's more, hey, out here now you're going to have lunatic fans that want to go and do something, and their private space is going to be invaded. So I think there's a fine line, but they put themselves out there. So it's just, I think coming back, and this was coming back to the Necas conversation, like, he's a hell of a player. But at what point, like it sounds like in Carolina, the dad was complaining or whatever. Again, you just pick up nuggets. I don't know the truth, but it doesn't sound like it's good. Like this is a kid that comes with baggage as opposed to just being a really good player.
And he continually said in Carolina, he want to play center, want to play center, want to play center. Well, he's not playing center in Colorado because they're going McKinnon, right. They're going Nelson, Charlie Coyle, Jack Drury, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
Those are your 4 centers. Like they literally brought in 3 centers last year. They didn't move them to the middle. Maybe that's the thing, or maybe it's not. Maybe this is just someone making up shit. I don't know. Go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead, buddy.
When is it the player? I'm trying to think of guys like that. If we're playing with guys like that, you'd pull them aside and say, "Get your head out of your ass."
Yes. At some
Does
point,
this happen? Like, tell your dad to beat it.
Yeah. At some point, the player has to grow up and go.
But sometimes it takes a player to tell that player, right?
Yes.
Like,
yes, I agree. Like sometimes you have to have. Now I can understand, like, keep in mind, Rhett, like there are guys that get into the league at 18 and 20, 21, like, you know, their family unit is around and rightfully so. I get that. But you're seeing guys that are 26, 27, like married, family, and you're like, that there's the package that's coming with them. It's like, okay, enough. There's got to be a line in the sand to go, this is my life. This is my livelihood. I'm a man. You know, it's funny. Mike Babcock, his whole lines, one of his lines in Toronto was always like, we've got men trying to feed their families. And, you know, like okay, so yes, if your men are trying to feed their families, then they don't need the parents and the brothers and the uncles and the cousins and all that stuffed into the penalty box for Instagram, waving and like, I'm being facetious, but you know what I mean? It's just, I just think there's a line, and I get it. Like we're going to be, I'm going to be around the finals. I don't know if you guys are going to be driving up for it. You don't want to, but I'm going to be around the finals, and that's a different animal. That's, you bring your family, everybody who helps support you get there. They should have a piece of that. I get, but on a Tuesday in November, no, like there's got to be a line drawn going, let me do my job.
Hey, buddies, thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Also, if you could throw in a like and subscribe, it does help us out with what it is we are doing. And check out more at flamesnation.ca.